I'm Stan, CTO with IABM, and orchestration is always interesting how that fits in and how customers are dealing with it. And I've got a great guy here today. I've got Jonatan here from Knox Media Hub.
Thank
And
you.
just tell us what you do.
So we do media management and orchestration, and we are a cloud native product for those purposes.
Right. So just tell people how you've managed to handle some of the orchestration and cataloging.
Right. So we were quite a visionaries because we created the company back in 2014, where cloud was a bit of an unknown, and we have evolved the product over time with the help of our clients and the requirements that came up. So essentially, we work with cloud services. The product was cloud native, and we were developing modular services that can be automatically attached by our own clients, so they can process the media seamlessly and deliver in several use cases for ingestion, media management and cataloging, and finally delivering the content to their client.
Right. So can you just give me an example of one of the customers you work with?
Sure. So, for example, we work with All3 Media International, which is a distribution company in the UK. So we have created this platform for them where they can manage themselves the assets. They no longer need to rely on a third party to handle that content. And with very little operators, they can handle the operations of ingestion, transformation, and delivery. So we are working with them since many years. And everything is very smooth. They just need to have a keyboard and a web browser, so they no longer need to rely on on-premise services.
Right. So let's just talk a little bit about that. So from the customer's point of view, how does the business case work?
So from the customer point of view, they need to create an integration diagram with us. So they need to establish what needs to be accomplished, and we help them with some consultancy. And then essentially the system can be set up in minutes. It's extremely easy to deploy in the cloud. We don't need to buy any hardware or any on-premise infrastructure for that. So it's more a question of really understanding what they need, doing this work with them to agree on the different use cases that they want to accomplish with us. And that's it. The time of deployment, it takes 1 or 2 hours, more or less.
Oh, so the setup's only a couple of hours then?
That's correct.
Oh, that's impressive. And when they're up and running, do you like have a fixed charge for the setup and then go from there, a running charge? Is that how that works?
I'm glad you asked this. It's a good question. So there is no specific charge for setting up the environment. With that being said, as I mentioned, they usually need to create this initial project where we define with them what are those workflows and those automations they want to create. And this usually takes some effort, but there is no specific charge for setting up the environment and give them something they can operate with.
Right. So that's good. So you also get into some of the content aspects of with AI at this point, yes?
Correct.
Can you explain one of those?
Sure. So we have a service that is called Smart Trimming, which is automating the removal of bars and clocks in the content. So we are having a lot of clients that they have back catalog that needs to be repurposed for fast channels, which is a very small margin they have with that service. So they really need to make very lean operations to create value from that content. And with our service of smart trimming, they can remove those bars and clocks without human intervention and use this content for fast. So definitely AI has given us an edge in this sense, but it's something we developed in-house for many years. So it's a mix of AI, but also logic algorithms that are working with the information we gathered for those years.
Right. And within that, you can feed in rights management?
Right. We are integrated with several rights management systems in order to mix the metadata, the legal contracts, with what they have in the catalog, so they can service those fast channels as they want.
Well, that's super impressive because you really have the full bouquet of all the things you need from Media Hub.
Yeah. That's correct. We kind of are in the middle, and we integrate with rights management systems, we integrate with playout systems, with scheduling systems. So we are kind of gluing together several things.
Well, Jonatan, you got a great product there. Good chatting with you today.
Thank you, Stan.